Hello, Sarah Wakehamp here of Parents Who, and today I'm here to share with you 5 tools to help you to stop being so hard on yourself. We've all been there before. Just the other night I was putting dinner on the table and I looked around and I thought, none of this is organic. None of this came from a vegetable garden in my backyard. All of this came out of mostly a can or a bag, and I immediately started becoming way too hard on myself. So what can you do? One of the very first strategies that I absolutely love, I got from my counselor, Heather, and we've been doing it for a couple of years together now. We always do it at the beginning of the year, but you can do it anytime you want. I'm gonna do it today, in fact. There's these cards you can buy called Crazy Sexy Love Notes. Don't worry about writing all of this down. I'm gonna put literally every single thing down in the description below, except this coffee cup, because my parents bought it from Seattle when they were there and they went to the very first Starbucks store because they know how much I love chai tea. And okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the cards. Now, first of all, the cards are lovely in and of themselves. I would love to see what you do with these cards because I think that the possibilities are endless. If you don't know Chris Carr, you have to go check out our website. Absolutely amazing. And no, I'm not getting paid for any of this. I don't personally know any of the people that I'm recommending. I've said it. No ad. Okay, so the cards look like this. They just say one thing on the front and they have a drawing. And then on the back, they have a description of what the thing is on the front if you don't fully understand what it is that they're talking about. So for example, in this one, actually, I'm gonna do a different one. Trust your intuition. Okay, on the back of this one, it says, it's time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside instead. You know what's best for your body, mind, and spirit. And then it goes on. Here's your job, and here's what I have to do at the end or the beginning of every year. You take the cards, the whole stack, and you're gonna make 2 separate stacks. I tend to never play by the rules and I always seem to like find my way outside of the box. So in my situation, I end up having like 3 different rows. Whatever organically happens for you when you start doing this, just go for it. So the pile you put over here is gonna be the things that you feel like you are really good at. You got them down, you don't need help with these at all, you feel confident. The second pile over here is gonna be things that you feel like you are working on or you want to work on. So trust your intuition. Bam, got this. Haven't always had this. Thank you to my wonderful counselor. Yes. Say you're sorry. I still struggle with that. Choose love. Got it. Dance. Yeah.
Come on, swing. Come on, swing.
Spruce up your nest. Yeah.
All I wanna do is on my zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your feet. All I wanna do is on my zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your feet.
Be mindful with your money, honey. I'm too mindful with my money, actually. Compassion for all. Okay, I'm gonna go through the rest of these real quick. Hold on a second. Wait. Okay, once you have the piles sorted, the easiest way to do this is to look at this pile over here. It doesn't matter if there's 1 card, if there are 20 cards, it doesn't matter. These are things that you do well. These are things that you've got. These are things that you can own, you can look at and say, I do that. Let me find a good one from mine that I just did. Nourish yourself. I've gotten so much better at that. Risk it. This used to be in a different pile. I ended up with this kind of weird area over here. These, I gotta think about these more. And then these are the ones that I feel like that I need to work on. And what's really fun is when I very first did this exercise, my pile of stuff from that I felt like I needed to work on was like this big. I mean, it was like major work city. And the pile of stuff I felt like that I was good at was like this big. Can you see that against my black shirt? There was a big discrepancy between the two, but there were still things on this side. There were still things that I was doing right that I could feel really good about. And then you could take those, tape it on your mirror, put it in your car, put it, I don't know, place it on the microwave, somewhere where you can remember, hey, I might be struggling with this thing over here, but I've got this in aces. And so it can help to quiet that voice in your head a little bit because it can tend to go to the side of saying, everything is negative and nothing is positive. And this is a very concrete way to remind yourself that no, you're not doing everything wrong. There's a lot of stuff that you're doing right. By the way, the day that I did this year was a morning after which I had just spent 4 hours on a video and lost the entire thing. Then when I went to make dinner and drain the spaghetti noodles, like what even, There aren't even words. So to go to my counselor and to be able to separate these and see that there are some things that I'm actually doing right felt really, really good. Okay, number 2. This one is super easy and also came from my counselor. There's a website called Brave Girls Club. Do not know them, never met them, never talked to them, but they have a daily email, daily-ish, that is absolutely one of the most uplifting things that I can read all week. When I see it, I open it. It's one of the only newsletters that I open on a consistent basis. The website is run by Melody Ross and her sister Kathy Wilkins, and if you just scroll down on the left side, there is a little spot where it says sign up for a birdie day or a birdie, something about a bird. If you just put your name and your email in there, they will send you these uplifting messages maybe twice a week. I just want to print all of them and wallpaper like my entire office with the messages because they're so encouraging. They really help me to not feel alone with these thoughts. I don't know how they do it. I mean, they just tap into almost exactly what I'm feeling on a daily basis. So check that out. Okay, number 3. This one is especially fun. Take on a challenge that will give you a sense of achievement. I bought for myself 50 ways to draw your beautiful ordinary life. I can't draw at all. I draw the same house that I drew when I was 6 years old. I draw the same dog, the same dinosaur, all of it. Even the same like little balloon, like, you know, you draw the balloons for the birthday party and the lines that come down. I want to level up my drawing. So I got this. And I can't tell you how excited I am to just learn how to draw like a kitchen cupboard. Or like this light. I have this light in my office. I know that there are days when I feel like I'm the worst mom on the planet. And I feel like I am the worst wife on the planet, the worst daughter on the planet. There's literally no one doing it worse. If I can take a step back, pull something like this out, this is also why I do hand lettering, and complete just this journal at the top. Just do this journal. Number 1, it yanks my mind out of that spiral that I'm going through, which is just continuous. And it's just chatter, 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 chatter from my brain telling me all these negative things. So it breaks me out of that because it forces me to use a different side of my brain, which is a side that is having to learn, having to engage, having to do something different. And that voice gets quieter. And then when I'm done, I look at it and go, I did that. I just did that. And it starts the thoughts of positive feelings, emotions. If I can draw this, hey, maybe I can teach my kid to draw this. Or, hey, I actually can do things right, even if it's draw a journal. Now, I know that's not the same as raising children or being a wife or whatever, but you have to sometimes start really, really small. The power of your brain, the power of those voices inside your head and your subconscious are really, really hard to battle. And sometimes just starting with drawing a journal and yanking your brain away from those voices is all you need to turn things around. Okay, number 4. This one is arguably the most difficult, but stay with me. After a few months of doing some counseling with my wonderful counselor, Heather, I decided to go ahead and be vulnerable and tell her something that I thought was just specific to me, just super weird about me. And that is, if I would see an email in my inbox or real mail in my mailbox or a Facebook message or anything that I knew was going to have something positive in it to say about me, I didn't want to open it. So if I knew I was going to open an email and it was going to say, thank you so much for the podcast. I really appreciate your insights. I hope you have a great day. I didn't want to read that. I didn't want to touch it. If I knew the Facebook message was going to say, thanks for recommending this great realtor to us. He's terrific. We really appreciate it. Don't want to hear it. Thank you notes in the mail. Nothing, didn't want anything to do with them. I thought this was super strange. My counselor didn't think it was so strange, which made me feel a little bit better. And she explained to me that if you don't have a place in your head for nice thoughts about yourself to go, your brain just doesn't know what to do with them and just kicks them out. Think about a file cabinet, for example, and your brain is the file cabinet. Inside you have different folders. Folders for nice thoughts, folders for bad thoughts, folders for scheduling, folders for baking. If you don't have in there a folder for nice thoughts, when one comes in, your brain has nowhere to put it, and so it just kicks it out. Just leaves it on the street, doesn't open it, doesn't read it, doesn't internalize it. So, I realized I don't have that folder. What? How do I not have a folder for nice thoughts inside my head? I don't really know. I don't know why that folder doesn't exist. But what I had to start doing was, as hokey as it sounds, go back SNL style, look at myself in the mirror, tell myself that
I'm going to do a terrific show today, and I'm going to help people because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
I am valuable, I am beautiful, I am worth so much to the world. I can't even say it to the camera, but I would have to do this every day. And I put on my letterboard that is in our kitchen, be nice. And everyone in my family thought it meant for them to be nice to other people, but really what it meant was for me to be nice to myself, to remember to treat myself nicely, to say nice things about myself, to think nice things about myself. Because if I didn't start creating that folder, I would never be able to start filling it. I would never have a place to put positive thoughts about myself because there was no schema built for it in my brain. So you're really gonna have to work on saying nice things to yourself in the mirror, or putting up one of these cards in the mirror, putting somewhere in your house, be nice. When I took it down from the letterboard, I actually wrote it on the tag of one of the hats that I wear quite often. It just says be nice. It's just a little reminder to myself to be nice. And you know what? It actually works. It actually worked. Now I love reading emails and thank you notes and any kind of positive message that comes in, and I believe it and I internalize it because I have a place for it now. Okay, we've gotten to number five. This one couldn't be easier, although it could be a little bit controversial. Hold on, show you. This is my office. Look, I have to put these sound panels up so that the sound doesn't bounce off the walls everywhere because it's hardwood floors in here. Let's get real here. All right, this one's really easy, I promise. This one is slightly controversial, so if you have children in the room, this may be a good time for them to go and put away their clothes or set the table for dinner, maybe have a bathroom break. I asked Chris to get me this for Christmas. He did not understand why. He still does not understand why, but he gave it to me and said, I love you. I don't understand, but here you go. And this is my necklace. See if you can see it. That's right. No one can see it. I always keep it inside my shirt like this. But sometimes when nothing else is working, yet I know the side of my brain that is more developed knows, but I just can't battle that voice. I just remember I'm wearing this. It's not gonna matter in 3 days that I didn't hand make the Valentine's Day cookies. It's not gonna matter in 3 years that my kids' hair wasn't brushed and looked like this on the way to school this morning. Seriously, sometimes you just need something that will make you feel strong, something that will like yank you out of the thoughts that you're having. It can be any little kind of trinket. It doesn't have to have a curse word on it. It can be something that I have one that's from the Bible. I have everything from this to a Bible verse, and I love the Bible verse one just as much. You can have whatever you want on your necklace. It doesn't even have to be a necklace. I also have whatever it takes to give you a little bit of perspective that probably whatever it is that you're beating yourself up about. If you have any questions about this video or any of the things that I mentioned, be sure and check the description below. Hopefully the question is answered there. If not, please feel free to email me, sarah@parentswho.com. I reply to every email that I receive. I even open them. Haha, I open them. And I would love to chat with you more. Also, if you liked this video, hit the subscribe button below. That way I can keep making them and you won't have to search for them. They'll just bing, pop up in YouTube for you. All right. I hope this has helped you to be a little less hard on yourself, a little more gentle with yourself, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.